Oh, yeah.
Did
I forget to do that? I think I forgot to also do the Instagram thing. Like, hey, we're live. So I guess everybody's just got to watch me do that on YouTube. My bad. I'm good at doing the background. I am always awkward in the foreground. So I'm going to just go ahead and do the screen thing like we're live. Also, hi to everybody in the chat. As usual, we're doing our 5-minute break thing, letting everybody come in. I hope everybody's enjoying this cold because it's cold in Texas too.
Yeah, that's what you say.
I've heard.
Y'all have to remember, I'm used to like 130 degrees type weather. We don't do 20s and teens and things. We don't do that. I'm 30 minutes from the Gulf. We don't do this.
Not in Texas.
Yeah, I had a friend who in Texas who said, hey, y'all northern people, your weather's in my front yard.
Right. I was like, can you tell your weather to stay up there? I don't live where that happens. Like, we have hurricanes, we have colds. We don't get both.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice to see everybody in the chat. Oh, I turned the sound off on that too. Yeah, so
you're so funny.
Yeah, because if you do it on YouTube, there's a delay from StreamYard to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So to make sure that it's going on YouTube, you got to wait like 10, 15 seconds, then click on the YouTube video and see what everybody else can see. Yeah, that's a lesson for anybody who wants to use StreamYard. It's great. Delayed.
I'm seeing y'all delayed.
Yeah,
I'm seeing y'all at a delay too. So, I love the winter, but I was not prepared for an ice storm today.
I'm about to say, let me just start off with all of the fantastic disclaimers for today. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Black Book Summit held together by Black Prose Club, the club where we are blackity black, black, black all the time. And if you have an issue with that, you can hit that backity back, back, back button. With that being said, today we are dealing with some very interesting weather in some of the locations of our panelists. So we might have some glitches happening. Don't worry. If it happens, just pretend like that person who disappeared never disappeared, because they'll probably come right back as soon as we get our internet back together. We would also like to state that here at Black Prose, we represent ourselves and our panelists represent themselves. They have volunteered their time and their energy to come have chats with you guys. And if you like what you see from our panelists, please take the time to subscribe and make the don't just subscribe, engage with them. If you're just going to subscribe to make your subscriber list more colorful, don't waste our time. With that being said, today's panel is reading for pleasure versus views. One of those really interesting topics because we're always constantly trying to shuffle between the issues of making content for our channels and our Instagrams and our blogs, and also trying to enjoy reading at the same time. So I bought these lovely ladies on to grace us with not only their presence, their knowledge, and their words. So with that being said, please introduce yourself, tell us your channel names, your pronouns, and anything else you would like us to know. I guess we're gonna start with Erica.
Oh, okay.
Let me see who I'm starting with. We got a couple people today.
Hello. Hi. I'm Erica at Thebrokenspine. Pronouns are she and her. What else did you say, Brittany? Because
channel name and whatever else you want to give us.
Okay, I'm done.
That's it. Listen, Erica at Thebrokenspine said that's all you need to know.
I mean, for right now, we'll get into it. Oh my gosh.
You said that's on period.
Yeah. We'll get to know it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm DiDi from the channel BrownGirlReading. I've loved reading for forever, and I live here in France, in Normandy, and yeah, that's it. Oh, my pronouns are she and her.
Okay. Tati?
Hi, I am Tatiana. My channel name is Musical Tati. And oh God, Brittany, you know I suck at this. Hi Tink, I see you in the comments. That is a IRL friend who just is not a booktuber, not a YouTuber. What's up, boo? I have been reading. I don't remember not reading, and I love reading. It's like my main hobby. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, and Bree?
Hi, I'm Bree. I use she and her pronouns. I have a channel called locdbooktician, and I would like to say, a late starter to being an avid reader. I've always liked to read, didn't have access to, but being an avid reader is, I like to say I'm a late starter to that. And I'm really jealous that DiDi is in Normandy, one of my favorite cities in the world.
Ooh.
So I'm jealous now.
Don't be, darling.
I was trying not to say this. I was like, I know you didn't say this, but like,
I was waiting for her to chime in.
yeah, but to say I knew it was either gonna be me or Tati that said this, but like DiDi is like one of the OGs. So we kind of like look at her.
This OG business.
I'm letting you guys know
Like
that
an
I'm
OG,
sweating
but
right now. You can't tell that I'm sweating, but I'm sweating, and it's partly because of DiDi. Because I'm
Yeah.
like,
don't
oh,
sweat,
no. Oh my god!
no, don't be like that. Don't sweat, darling.
Listen, when a queen comes through the door,
You are
must
royalty,
enunciate
DiDi.
yourself.
I mean, we are supposed to curtsy. We are supposed to
Yes.
bow.
Amen.
No. You don't have
Amen.
to do all that.
And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb, period. Period.
Oh my god.
So I just want to start it off because clearly we're gonna have a blast here. I just want to know why, or better yet, we're gonna do a two-part question. When did you start your YouTube channel, and why did you start your YouTube channel? We like starting with this because it kind of gives everybody an insight, a little bit more insight into your process.
Okay, so who's starting?
We'll start reverse. We'll start with Bree this time.
Start with
Go
Brie.
for it.
Go
You're
ahead.
starting with me?
Yes.
I think that was a setup, but I'll just live. So can I get the first question, Bob?
When did you start your YouTube channel, and then why did you start your YouTube channel?
I started my YouTube channel, I think, in 2019. But fun fact, though, I actually started my YouTube channel 12 years ago. Just was inactive with 2 videos that I put on private.
Dang, I was gonna say, are those videos available?
No, they're not. It's me being like, hey guys, look at my new natural hair routine, and just like really trying to live my life,
Oh
you
my
know?
god.
So,
Because I need that.
I low-key want to repost them just to see how funny they were, because I was like 19. Anyway, I was something. But yeah, I started it officially, my booktube channel, in 2019, I think in August. And I started it because when I first started getting on booktube, all I saw was white young girls. And I was like, well, I can't relate. And then I started searching more, and then Injuri's page popped up, Ashley page popped up, Erica's page popped up, Brittany, your page popped up. I didn't get to see DiDi's or Tati pages until later, but I started seeing more people who look like me. And it's very important that I see people who have similar melanin to myself. So I was like, oh, I can definitely do this. But then I was thinking like, maybe I can't do this because I can get a little hood. And then I saw Brittany getting a little hood. And I was like, well, this is it right here, right now. I was like, be yourself. But then I was nervous because I was like, how are you going to start a channel and you're a therapist? Like, oh my God, like people are going to look at you differently. But then I was like, my mama didn't raise no punk, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So that's how I started my YouTube channel. And you asked for why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I just wanted to do it, and I was happy to see the push of seeing people who look like me was like, yep, I got to do it.
Oh, she saw me go ahead. Sorry about that. Tati, it's your turn.
I think I started my YouTube channel towards the end of 2014. And yeah, I was up in the middle of the night. Insomnia is a jerk. And I was up in the middle of the night looking for something to watch on YouTube. And I said, I'm reading this book. Let me look up this book and see if anybody's ever talked about it on the internet before. And same as Brie, I found mostly white people who had read the book, but also I found that there were all these people who were on YouTube talking about books. And at the time, my earbud's going to fall out, but at the time, I did not, like, while I had friends who read, I didn't have friends who read the same type of books that I read. Yeah. So I had no one to talk to about books. Like, they would allow me, bless their hearts, to talk at them about the books that I read, but I didn't get to talk to people and share thoughts and opinions about the books that I read. So I was like, okay, well, this is something to think about. But then I was like, everybody on here white. And then I found DiDi. And I was like, holy crap, there's a black face on here. And even though DiDi and I read different kinds of books, we didn't read the same books at the time. That was encouragement enough for me. And so I uploaded my first video, which my first video is kind of like Bree's. My very first video that I posted, I went to a hair convention that was in town and I was sharing the products that I bought. And then my first like actual booktube video was me talking about my favorite books that I've read and doing a link chat, I think. Something like that.
A hair video and a book
that
video
still exists. So that still exists. I didn't delete that. Well, I wasn't holding the book. No, I was just about books. Yeah, I wasn't holding anything. But yeah, that's how, or that's when and how and why.
Is this particular video you just mentioned, is this video private as well, or can I go view it?
No, I am all about it's there. I did it. It exists. It's still there.
Because I'm gonna go look when this is over. I'm just letting y'all know. If y'all tell me y'all got some archives that I've not seen, I'm going to look. I'm just letting everybody know that. So you'll get a message from me like, so about that video we were talking about, like, can I see it? So yes, DiDi, it's your turn.
It's okay. So what is it? When did I start? Okay.
Yes. When did you start? And then
I think it's like 2013, January, something like that, the beginning. So yeah, that's like 8 years. That's like a long time. Ooh. I started because I had an injury. I tore my Achilles tendon in my right leg. Oh. So yeah, ouch. So don't ask, it was complicated, but so I was like out of commission for about 3 months. And so I kind of discovered YouTube and, somehow happened upon BookTube. I don't know, Googled some mess and Ariel Bassett showed up on my screen. Wow. So I was like, ooh, this is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. So I watched a couple of videos and I was just like, can I get somebody's a little toned down? So I then started, clicking around and I found some other people, but I kept finding, like, I guess you could call them the Big 10 or something, the people who read a lot of YA. I don't read that.
Right.
Like, not like that. And then I happened upon, who did I happen upon? Somebody that was older. I want to say it was Conrad. And I was like, oh, okay, so there is somebody that's older. Y'all don't know Conrad.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm like, what's Conrad's YouTube name?
It's like not even on YouTube anymore. But I happened upon him, then happened upon some other people. But I was like, well, I'm just going to have to carve my way through this because I'm on my own. They ain't got no black folks around. Mm-hmm. That's all right. I'm going to make my way anyway. So that's how I started. And yeah, so the why was really because when I was on my 3 months trying to recuperate from my injury, I started watching a lot of BookTube, and then I said, I think I'm might be able to do this. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how, I was filming with my, my laptop camera. I was in the dark. I mean, I have nothing going right in any of these videos in the beginning. I think the first video I did, because you talked about the first video you did, Tatiana, the first video I did was, I remember it was like the 2nd or 3rd of January. I can remember the Christmas tree was all the way in the back. The lighting was damn dark. And damn dark, okay. And I think I was doing like some kind of book haul or something, like the books I got at Christmas or some shit like that. And I was like, ain't nobody gonna watch this. I just slammed the thing down. And I said, okay, I'll do something else. And then I think I went back and I looked 2 days later, and it was 300 people that had. Y'all are tripping because that video was terrible, but they kept watching. So I said, okay, I can maybe do this. And then with time, I started to, learn how to do things. Like I started realizing, girl, you need to edit this shit. Because like if you watch any of my really, really old videos, they're terrible.
They're not terrible. It just shows progression.
Oh yeah, that's there, but they're terrible all the time. Okay, like I'm not even gonna lie about that. But you progress. So I've left them there for that exact reason, Brittany, so that people can see. Yes, you too can do YouTube.
Yep.
So that's my story.
I've actually already seen that video where you posted your Christmas one, so I can't even go back and check your archives. That's why I was smiling. Oh, I've already seen your oldest one. That's cool.
Terrible.
Erica?
So I actually started, when did I start? It'll be coming up on 2 years, but I started talking about books first on my blog. And then I was chatting with somebody, and they told me to go check out, I can't remember which one it was. It was either Ariel or the other one, Emma. One of them. I get them mixed up.
Not the other one.
Yeah, I get them mixed up. So, I mean, they look totally different, but just the energy and what they talk about is very, very similar. So, and so I did, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is a thing. And so I was kind of like looking, and I didn't find any of us for a while. And I was like, okay, maybe this is not for me. And then I started thinking, well, maybe I could do something like that, similar to you, DiDi. And I never did anything. It was like a couple years before I finally decided to go ahead and do it. And actually, when I was in Colorado, that's a lie, because I thought about it, and I even filmed a couple of videos using my laptop, which I always use. Actually, I use my laptop even now. But anyway, so when I lived in Colorado, and that's been 3 years ago, so I tried it then, and I was like, I don't like any of this. None of this will see the light of day ever. So,
you're good, girl. I left mine up there, but whatever.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't like it. And I was just like, it was just like, so, hello, I'm Erica. Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, we all have that video. We all have that video.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare. And it was just like a piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
We all have that video though. It's okay.
Everybody has that video.
And I was like, no. Like people at work see me in one way, and then this is like another iteration of me. And I was like, if people at work see this, they're gonna be like, that is not Erica. And I didn't want that kind of dynamic because, I care about what some people at work think. Most people I don't. But anyway, I didn't want them to think that I was like this stiff, like uptight kind of person, because I'm really not. Anyway, did I answer both questions?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
I mean, since we're talking about our awkward beginnings, since everyone had their awkward beginnings, I've gone back and watched my own videos and I've genuinely cringed. I had myself looking like a shadow and wanted people to actually watch my video because I had terrible lighting. It's just a lot. So
not midnight.
I mean, I was looking melanin midnight. Like it was the only thing you saw were my eyes and my teeth. And
melanin midnight.
It be like that. It be like that.
Because you gotta learn. You gotta learn. I gotta turn my whole body around so the window's not behind me.
Yeah, mine wasn't much better though.
Yeah, I watch that video now and I look at the videos I do now and I'm like, good job, you learned. Good job.
Yeah.
Plus, I have friends now, so y'all will tell me.
It's like learning from a seed.
Yes.
Yeah, I took my first video on my GoPro on my friend's car outside when the melanin was shining and these cars were rolling by and they were like,
you recorded your first video outside in the yard.
Yeah.
I need to see this video.
Yeah. And then you can tell I'm nervous because I'm like, hi and welcome to Lockbooktician. And yeah, I really liked Harry Potter, and I was just
like, you know what?
I'm
glad that you stuck with it. And I'm glad that you're still here with us. I really appreciate you for staying with us. Speaking of these videos, what type of videos do I guess you're gonna like? Everybody has certain videos that they're good at making. What is the type of video that you say is your thing, the type of video that you like to make and you keep doing it consistently? I don't have any because I'm not consistent right now, but I figured y'all might.
I'm not consistent right now either.
What's consistency?
Okay, let me rephrase since everybody about to get technical. That's fine. Let me rephrase.
I mean, I have an answer. I have an answer, but it's intentionally done consistent.
I forgot who I was talking to because all of y'all are smart. What type of videos do you like to make? Is that a better phrased way of saying it?
Yeah, I could say I'm consistent. I'll go first if you want.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I consistently make book reviews, and that's just because that's the thing that I feel like for me is comfortable because it allows me to talk about the books that I'm reading. And it's also the videos that I gravitate towards the most is when someone is talking about the book that they just read. I don't even care if it's a book that I would never read. I will still listen to what they got to say, especially if the person sounds passionate about it, you know, whether they liked it passionate or whether they hated it passionate. Yeah. I'm still interested in hearing people talk about the books that they read because I feel like it's BookTube. That's what we should be doing. We shouldn't just be doing publicity, which is, you know, oh, look, I got this stack of 10 books. So wait, let me show you that. But wait, let me read the back first. You know, I can't do those videos anymore. I don't watch those videos anymore because that just doesn't motivate me. And I got plenty of other things to do during the day. So those look, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all.
This is Black Prose. We're very honest. Continue, please.
Straight up, no chaser. Ain't nobody got time for that. I got too many things to do during the day.
Amen.
Be watching other people holding up books and saying, look, and then there's this one, and up there's this one, and there's like 20 books. The video is like 45 minutes long. I'm like, girl, no, I'm not doing it. So I prefer to go to the videos where people are either doing like a vlog situation, you know, where they're like I love watching Comfy Cozy Up when she does her vlog videos where she talks about the books that she's reading and you see her day I like that, or I like when somebody does a review, or just when somebody just does a recap. Even that, at least you're talking about what you just read. So those are the videos I like to watch, and the videos I like to do are reviews. I think those are the videos that I do the best, because even when I've done other videos, it's just like, it's okay, but it's not probably the best videos I do. So.
Okay. Who else would like to go? I mean, she said a lot.
A lot. I'll go. I'll piggyback. Just hopping on the queen here. I personally, I think that I like doing my commentary vlogs. It's just I wish I remembered and had time. Like, I'm always forgetting to film vlogs. It's just so hard for me to keep up with it, but I like doing my commentary vlog because people are always laughing in the comments. I love making people laugh. Like, I'm my parents' children. Like, they are the funniest people I've ever met in my life. So I like talking about my books in vivo and, like, making fun of something or saying a joke about something. So I really like putting humor in my vlogs and when I'm reviewing or talking about it or, calling somebody out or something. Mm-hmm. So it's same with DiDi of like reviewing the books, but I like talking about them as I'm reading them, if that makes sense, like each part of it, which end up being spoilers. And I feel bad that most of them are spoilers, but
they're watching you read the book, so what are they going to expect?
Right.
But don't watch a reaction video then if you don't want spoilers.
Right.
True. Yeah. I'm my parents' child. I just love the jokes.
And jokes are good.
We like the jokes too, so it counts.
Yeah. So I will go. Are you done, Bree?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Are you done or are you finished? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
So when I started, I had this grand plan that I was going to do, book reviews. And then I quickly fell into the booktube trap. And I was doing hauls and I was doing TBRs, which, by the way, I never stick to. Anyway, that's a story for another day. But my plan was, and I am consistently inconsistent with what I post. One of the things that I decided I was not going to do anymore were book hauls, because those are the videos that I least like to do. And I don't know, it doesn't really serve a purpose.
It gets views.
It gets views, but
one of them.
I mean, it's
topic coming.
More views than reviews.
That I like to do. It doesn't serve for me. It doesn't serve a purpose other than, like you said earlier, DiDi. I got this book. I got this book. I got this book. I don't know what any of these books are about, but I know I got them. So it just doesn't serve for me. It doesn't serve a purpose. What I want to do going forward, and this was one of my 2021 goals, was to do more book reviews, which is what I like to do. I like to talk on my blog. I talk about books, and that's what I wanted to transfer over here. Mm-hmm. So there.
Makes sense. Tati.
Okay. The videos we like to do the most. Okay. Scatterbrain. I like doing book reviews. That's the primary reason why I joined BookTube. I did start out the same, doing a lot of TBRs that I don't follow, doing a lot of book hauls, and I will still do a book haul every now and again, not for anything other than to share with my friends. Like when I upload a call, it's literally for like DiDi or Brittany or Jerry or like people that I communicate with on YouTube so that I could share with them, y'all, look what I got. Like, I'm so excited. I got this and I got this because you read it and I wanted to see what it was about and that kind of thing. Those get a lot of views, but I'm really not those for anybody other than those that I communicate with on YouTube. But my favorite videos to upload and the ones that I upload the most are book reviews, because talking about books in a way that doesn't spoil the books. Again, my friends allowed me to talk at them about everything that I read because they weren't reading it, so I didn't have to worry about spoilers. But reviewing a book and being understood and getting beyond, because y'all have seen some of my book reviews where I am super freaking hype. And I try not to be all over the place and have a method without writing things out, but it's fun for me to watch myself figure out that process. And apparently it works because that's mostly what's on my channel and people watching it. So yay.
Your reviews are good.
I'm about to say, I like your reviews, especially when you do animated. That's the best part of your reviews. Like, Tati's lit.
Thank you.
Yeah, like, ooh, we better get this one because she loves it.
Right. You already know I've bought, I mean.
Anytime.
Sorry, did the lag happen? Because now
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say what you just said again.
Yeah. One of my, like, whenever I review a book and DiDi says that, like, she might pick it up, I'm like, yes, I've done it. Achievement unlocked.
That's your grading system. It's like, oh, I'm good now.
Because she be talking about sci-fi and stuff. You know how I am with sci-fi. I'm like, my brain can't handle all that.
It's because of Jerry and Tati that I had to take a deeper dive into sci-fi, and I still float at the surface. They be like all the way in the deep end. I'm over on the shallow end with my floaties on, like
same.
I can't.
But there is hope.
I'm not really turning off from the idea of sci-fi. It's just that it's probably best to hear their response to it first, because I'm always. I mean, we're talking about book hauls and things, and it's just funny because I have a book haul coming up this week. But it's the only reason that I posted it is because.
But your book hauls are like, this is what's in this box, and it's trash.
I'm a little more honest, cool. But the only reason I'm doing the book haul is because I have BookTube friends who bought me books and they wanted to see my reaction to them.
Okay, well, that's different.
So I made the book haul video, and some of them were even on Zoom when I was opening some of them, and I was shook. I was like, oh snap, you bought me this book. Mm-hmm. But talking about book hauls, TBR videos, reading vlogs with no reading, all the videos that get views. I'm sorry, y'all faces took me out of my question. This brings us to a very important question. For your channel, was there ever a video that you made where you got a lot of views and it wasn't a video that you normally do, but did you think like, maybe I should start doing these kind of videos to get more views? Like, was there ever a time where your channel and your growth overrode who you were as a person, trying to get, like, there's that separation nowadays, especially for a lot of Black book content creators, where you can make the videos that you know it's gonna get the views, or you're gonna stick to who you are and just do your thing. Like, have you ever experienced that in your YouTube time?
Can I go first?
Yes, Bree, you can go first.
Oh shit.
Okay, so
real quick.
It's multifaceted. So one, I don't know shit about analytics. I don't know analytics. Your girl's still trying to figure out 2 plus 2. Your girl's still trying to figure out what's 3 divided by 5. So I'm not even, I can't even do analytics right now. That's going to have to be like future Bree. Future Bree, she got this. Now Bree, she's still sleeping and eating popcorn in her bed. Like, she's not even paying attention. So I can't really get on the analytics. So I don't think I have a video that made me change. Now, the first time I did a vlog, I saw that people were liking the vlog. So I was like, maybe I should do more vlogs. But the videos that I really like doing don't get as many views as I want them to. Like, I have a series called Nolans Reads on my channel where I talk about books that are set in New Orleans or in Louisiana. I'm from New Orleans. So for me, I want to talk about like what it means to be like a native New Orleans person in reading these books. And like, it's usually garbage. Like, it's usually trash what people are talking about, but I really like talking about that. And then I'll get like 20 views and I'll be like, okay, cool. Nailed it. But I'll still like post those videos. So those videos mean a lot to me. But when I post a haul, it's like click, people are on it. But to be honest, for me, I'm thinking that creativity plays a role also in like the kind of videos you put out and what you put out. So when I do a haul or a tag, someone always comment like a really good idea for a book review video. So I'll take those and do those at a later date. But I don't know, I'm not as intimate with my analytics to really be knowing what's going on. So that's that on, you know, that's Marion Had a Little Lamb for me. I don't know. Yeah.
I can't. This Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I'm gonna let whoever else wants to go piggyback off of that because wow.
Period.
I'll go.
Okay.
I also don't pay attention to analytics because the people that I particularly would like to discuss books with respond to my videos. I do look at, like, when I first started, of course, my book hauls got more views than my book reviews. And I always buy more books than I can consume because I'm a book hoarder, so to speak. So those got more views than my book reviews. But as I became more comfortable with doing book reviews and reading more books that I wanted to share with people and discuss with people, said screw it to that and did the book reviews as they were being, as I wanted to do them. And yeah, my highest watched video at the moment is the review of Children of Blood and Bone. That is my highest watched review at this moment. So yeah, in the end, it paid off. It either paid off because it was CBB and it was hot at the time, or it paid off because people were watching me. I also use CBB picture as the thumbprint. Like, that's the most attention I ever gave to a thumbprint in my probably entire YouTube existence. So that has something to do with it as well.
These thumbnails are fancy. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it.
Whose thumbnails?
People thumbnails or some fancy shit. I'm like, do y'all have a degree that y'all ain't trying to let us know about?
Canva, sis. Canva.
Canva, exactly.
I'll be over here like
the free version at that. You ain't even got to pay Canva to get a good thumbnail.
Yeah, you better get yourself some Canva. You can get it for free.
I have Canva.
You ain't got to pay.
I feel I have Canva, but I'd be feeling like, dang, these people are fancy. And I'd just be like,
I mean, I thought it was a known thing that every YouTuber, either in the beginning of their video or at the end, it was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do that. So don't worry about it, Bree. I don't do that either. I just wait for the thing to find a picture and be like, okay, that's good. I don't look crazy in it. So I just
it's like, I sometimes forget the pose. Like, I will literally be like, oh crap, I need a thumbnail. Find a part of the video where my mouth isn't open. Good. There we go. That's how I pick a thumbnail. Like, and then
sometimes like if I forget to do a thumbnail and I do what you do, Brittany, I'm like, damn, none of these show. And then like if it's one where my mouth is closed, my eyes are normally closed.
I'd be looking a hot mess. I'd be
You
like,
look crazy because
Yeah.
Right. My problem is I'll try to smile. Like I'll try to get one where I'm smiling, but the way that I smile so big that my eyes go away.
yeah.
And I'll be trying to find it where like maybe let me get it where I'm kind of smiling. My eyes are thumbnails at this point. You just gotta accept me as I am and just appreciate that I gave you a thumbnail in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. like I said, I let them find a thumbnail for me because I don't. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't let YouTube do it because YouTube is petty. YouTube will get your 3 shots and it'd be like, why did I make this face?
No, I'll be using those shots, but at least have my eyes open and I ain't looking too crazy.
Man, every single time YouTube picks mine, I look crazy.
No, there's a video I'm gonna post, and it's a conversation with my granny about this Black classic, and we're talking about colorism. And this is the only like video where I look good. I'm just like,
the book.
super smiling. And I was like, dang, where were y'all antennas
What's
in
the
the
book?
beginning?
Wait, what book are you talking about with your grandma?
Oh yeah, I had to make Granny have a cameo. It's called Passing by Nella Larson.
Oh, so good.
Oh,
Nella Larson?
Last month.
Yeah.
Nella Larson, yeah.
and you're talking
I
about
need
this
to
with
read
your
that.
grandma? I'm so jealous.
I called her. I said, Granny, we need to talk about this.
Oh,
Yo,
wow.
when does this video
And I
go
was
up?
like, Granny, can I record this? Sure, baby, absolutely.
When is this
You have
video
to watch
going live? When is this video going live?
I actually don't know. I was like, people is not gonna like this video because it's like,
You guys
Yes, we are.
yeah, my granny's awesome.
Great.
I miss my grandmothers. So
Yeah.
I miss
love to
my
have a
grandmother
conversation
too.
I
with my
love
grandma
seeing
about
grandmother
that.
interaction.
Yeah, I wanna talk to her about more books, and she's really into it. So she don't know how to use the camera, so it's me just on the phone, on speakerphone, but she's just dropping nuggets, just like gold. And I'm just like, oh, just
That sounds like a fantastic
That sounds
video.
like, yeah. That
I
sounds
would
like a really
love
good
to talk to my grandma about books. Oh my gosh.
yeah. Like she never heard of the book before, but then she goes, baby, I'm gonna buy it. Can you get it for me? What do I gotta do? I said, Granny, I'll
You got to do a buddy read with your grandma?
Reading with Granny. This is
So awesome.
yeah, she's great. I'll be
That
like,
is so amazing.
her and I read Michelle Obama Becoming. We cried at the same parts. I was like, Granny, I felt seen,
Oh my
Granny.
gosh.
It's okay, baby. You
Stop,
need
you're
to
gonna
feel
make me
seen.
emotional. I should also let you know that the audience is basically asking like, when's the video getting posted?
coming out?
So the next time you doubt whether or not your content is good, shut up and post the video.
I feel like I should. It's already on BookTube. I already
Just
edited.
saying.
It's already in the studio.
Well,
Okay,
we're just
wait it out, girl. Come
also,
on.
Okay, so click live.
Right.
Or post, whatever.
Yeah.
Click it.
we're ready. You can go ahead and push the live button right now if you want to. We'll
Click
wait.
it.
Yeah.
That sounds because that's something you were just talking about creativity on YouTube, and I would love to hear the generation that actually experienced things talk about the books that we're reading from an out, like we're reading it as somebody who's never experienced it. Like she has actual real life to
Experience.
give.
That's
She has to know
I was like,
people
Granny,
that
I need to talk to you. Yeah.
That could be a
I was like,
regular
"Who you?"
segment.
That's what I was thinking too, DiDi.
Could it be
That
a
could be a
regular
regular
segment?
segment. Like you read a book a month with your grandmother.
I mean,
and
not to impose upon your grandma, but
Listen, what's her reading schedule like? We can
It
make
could
it
be a
work.
thing.
Is it every 3 months?
Or it could be every 2
Quarter?
months. Every 2
What
months
she
with
need?
grandma.
Oh, she will read it. She will. She's awesome. My granny. She's a wonderful lady. She, not to be story time with my granny, but the same day I was like, Granny, I had got food poisoning, and I was like, Granny, I'm just not doing well. Oh no, this is the worst luck, Brianna. She's like, oh no, Bri, I just want to be there and rub your tummy. I'm so beside myself.
Cute.
I'm definitely hating right now because that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Everywhere I go, she flies. I lived in France for a period. She flew out there. She was like, not me without my grandbaby. She's just really nice. She's a really nice grandma.
I mean,
Somebody just put in the comments, locked grandma.
yeah,
Oh,
I
did have locks.
put lots
had
of
gray locks.
lots grandtition, and I'm kind of obsessed.
Yeah, I like it. She had locks. She had long gray locks I did for her. She cut them off though, but now she got a fro, just a gray fro.
Yeah.
The fro of wisdom.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's really cool.
Oh my
And
gosh.
this makes me all feelies in my emotions.
Yeah.
I would love to read with my. That sounds like such a good idea. And also, anybody else trying to tap this from you, you'll be letting them know this is a lot of kitchen idea, not theirs.
Yes,
where you heard it.
Amazon wish list.
Not that you have an Amazon. They are ready. Okay. If you
listen, my grandma, she adopted 6 children.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so she has 14 kids, I think, in total. She adopted 6. She believes in adoption. Every Sunday, she made me make sandwiches for the homeless, even though I didn't want to as a kid. I was like, Granny, this sucks. I don't want to. You must give back. How can you give unto yourself if you can't give unto others?
This grandma voice is killing me too.
I know, right?
Grandma now, honey.
Listen, I'm also up for adoption if she's looking for more. I volunteer as the next one. I can be whatever she wants me to be. Just let me know.
I don't know if y'all Christian, but I put people in my granny prayer circle. So if you're struggling, she has a book and she writes down all of my friends' names and she prays for them. So if you need that extra prayer.
We need grannies on BookTube, bro. I'm all in my feels.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's like I kind of want a grandma. Like,
oh Lord. Okay.
Call my grandma. Grandma, you want to read with me?
And your grandma will be like, hell no.
Right? She'll be like, girl, what you talking about? Like, grandma, I want to read this fantasy about dragons. You want to read it with me?
Dragon got to do with me.
No. I'm gonna say this final thing that made me cry, and I hope it makes y'all cry.
Gosh, I don't have on waterproof mascara. Why?
You have to. Yeah. So my granny called me.
But I don't like crying. So.
My granny called me months ago. She goes, Bree, can you send me your resume? I said, okay. Like, do you want the CV or the resume? She send me the CV. So I sent it to her. And I go, Granny, what do you need it for? She said, well, at the church, we're all doing presentations about people we look up to. I fucking lost it. I lost it. And I was like, what? So my granny went to Office Max, got the 3-fold thing, wrote in her computer, typed it out, like photos of me. And then she did this huge presentation.
Oh my God.
I lost it. So then my cousin recorded it, and my granny was like, this is my grandbaby, and she has these masters and these, and she's done this and did that. And I was like,
oh my God.
I fucking lost it.
Shout out to Granny, but you did not have to try my thug today.
Granny is awesome. She is awesome.
Yeah.
I cried, and then she dropped the mic. I gotta show y'all the video. I gotta show y'all the video because she was like, "And my grandbaby is smart and beautiful." She dropped the mic at church.
Your grandma dropped the mic at church,
like a mic drop.
Like,
she was like, and walked off. She had her kente cloth on.
Oh,
God dang it! We were melanin fly, but now we
damn it, next.
We're all going it started.
I just love her so much.
Oh my God. Buffy is looking like, what is wrong with y'all? Oh my God.
Okay, my bad. Let's get back to the questions, y'all. That just it took me out.
While we just,
if anybody wants to see the video, I'm more than happy to show you because my cousin recorded my granny dropping them.
I can't. I just want to see the post of like I just want to. I don't even need to hear the audio. I just want to see your granny at the front of a church being like, it's like, thank you, Bree, for trying all of our.
And we need somebody with meme powers to make it a meme.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that would be really cool.
Because then when people piss us off, you be like, "I said what I said." Crap! I can't even remember where we were. Okay, hold on.
The video that we made that made us want to change.
Thank you, DiDi.
Because we quickly learned that Bree's grandma needs a YouTube channel.
Yeah, needs a YouTube channel.
Okay. Since we figured out that Bree's about to bless us with something we didn't even realize we needed on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Has your channel ever discouraged you from reading?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Every
Yes.
day.
Every day?
Every day.
What happened?
Damn.
Every day?
Every day.
Why?
Okay. So, and it's me. It is 100% me, because I'm reading whatever it is that I want to read, and then I'm like, oh, I need to go make some content, and then I don't want to read anymore. It's a self-sabotaging thing, because it's like, well, what kind of content do I want to make? I don't want to make the same content that everybody else is making, but what do I want to make? And how can I put a spin on what it is that everybody else is making to make it my own? So I'm constantly thinking about what I want to do, how I want to do it. And then that kind of just says, well, I'm just going to throw the reading away and just not worry about it. And so as a result, part of it, as a result of that, is just that I just don't make content, and I don't read as much as I would like to read. I still read, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, it does discourage me, because I feel that I put that self-imposed pressure on myself.
That's not good.
I can kind of relate to that. Because mine is not a recent yes, but I went through a phase when I first started that I was reading to be able to post on YouTube. And I was reading more with, you need to finish this so that you can have a video, posted this week, and you can talk about this book, and then you need to think about what you're going to read next, because you need a video for next week so you can post it on YouTube, and then so you can post it on YouTube, so you can post it on YouTube. And that was what I had, like the process that I had for a while. And then I had to have a sit down and, come to Jesus moment with myself and remind myself that reading is my hobby, and it's something that I've always done, and it's something I always loved doing. And so I cannot allow bringing YouTube into my reading life to change how I'm reading. So get back to reading books that you love and that you enjoy, regardless of what YouTube thinks about it. And if you want to post a video talking about it on YouTube, then you post a video talking about it on YouTube. Yeah. If you don't, then you don't. And I had to have that conversation with myself. And I want to say it was like in the first because I refused to allow something that I enjoy as a hobby to become work.
Yeah.
I actually just had this coming to Jesus moment.
That was it for me. It was
this question right here. Do you ever fear that your passion can become?
That's my bestie.
I mean, shout out to Tati's bestie. I understand what you're talking about.
And let me
go ahead, Tati.
Yeah.
Because your lag is slightly behind.
Also, because I'm sorry. it's ice and a mess. But if there was a point, and I still do to an extent, I would love to be like a copy editor, because poor grammar and books where people obviously use spell check, when spell check will catch that there is a word you use the wrong in the sentence because of there you're talking about as people, not thing, that vexes my entire soul. But I would love to be a copy editor to catch those things and send those edits back to fix shit. But I don't read fast enough to have the output that would be needed for someone. And then I would still want to read what I want to read. So that wouldn't work for me. But I did not want, also Tink has made one of her passions a side hustle. So that's a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Shout out to the besties.
Right.
I mean, I had the coming to Jesus moment because for some reason I thought I could do Vlogmas last year. And I did Vlogmas last year. And then I thought, why in God's name am I posting a video every day? For what? Like, this pays no bills. I make no coin. Like, I could be doing something I enjoy. And so now when I post videos, it's because I felt like recording a video at that time. I stopped the whole schedule crap because, let's be honest, the schedule only works if you're a certain skin tone. It does not work if the algorithm is already racist against you, trying to do all the tricks and tips and tricks that work to build your stuff. It don't work for us. So instead of looking at YouTube and feeling grief, I'd be like, oh, I feel like recording today. Or if I buy a new wig, y'all know y'all getting a new video, because that's just really how my mind's been lately. Or if I finish a book that I wanted to read, then I'll go record a video. But at no point, I'm like, I really thought I could make money off YouTube. And my brain was really like, so sis, like, you read books and you're beautifully melanated. Half of them don't even think you can read in the first place. Do this when you want to. Stop stressing about this. So, like, we want your videos back, but we don't want your videos back at the expense of how you personally feel.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah.
We much prefer you to pick up a book and read it on your couch with the camera
and it's okay
to battery. It's okay.
But I think that's all the trap in YouTube in general. Well, I'm speaking BookTube in general, is this idea that you don't have free will anymore. That you're somehow driven down a path and you have no way to get off of it. And it's like, yeah, you do. You could just simply say, nah, I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to do Vlogmas. You know, I don't want to do videos every day, or I don't want to do this video. You know, and I feel like everybody has to stop thinking that they come on to BookTube and there's things that they have to do. No, there is have to do anything. You do what you want to do. One person's BookTube video doesn't look like another person's. Thank God. Okay, because if we all start doing the same videos,
thank God. Yeah,
that would just be so boring if everybody was doing the same thing. That's why I always, when people say, "Oh, I don't know if I can do it," it's like, well, of course you can do it. You have you to offer to BookTube. You are not me, not someone else. You are you. And there's room for everybody. You know, it's not just for certain people who read this or read that. You are offering what your personality, your desire in reading and what you want to show people. That's what you offer. So everybody should just de-stress a little bit on that one and just keep reading, because that's what you love to do.
Yeah.
And do videos when you feel like it.
Yeah.
It's the algorithm. The algorithm is not kind to us in general. Okay. It's just not.
That's true.
Okay.
Right.
So no need to feel like you need to be putting videos out like 3-4 videos a week or whatever, because you think that that's going to help your algorithm get up. It's not. I mean,
it's not going to make a difference.
I
tried.
I think it was a couple years back that when I went to the YouTube studios here in Paris on one of these things they had,
Flex.
all female YouTubers. So I was the only booktuber, of course. People were looking at me like, what? You do videos about books? I'm like, oh yeah, okay. All right. I mean, it was kind of funny. But then I found out that
yes, bitch, we read.
Countries are not relegated the same way as the American ones.
Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't know this because they said, oh, what? You have 7,000 followers, subscribers? Oh, you're really lucky because in France, the videos don't go, like in other countries, they don't go forward first in algorithm like US videos do. So the fact that I'm an American doing videos in France means that my videos are not really being seen by a lot of people. They're not being put up because of that. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay. So
wow.
I then de-stressed completely and I stopped worrying about.
I mean, at this point, that sounds so discouraging.
Videos like I want. I'm not worrying about actually really being seen because I most likely probably won't be seen. Okay. So
wow.
And that's
wow.
One of the things that bothers me. And Ashley, actually, she did a reading sprints, and afterwards, after her sprints yesterday, she was just talking in general. And that was one of the things that came up, the YouTube algorithm and how it is, artificial intelligence and how it is just programmed against us.
To be racist.
And programmed to be racist, basically. And she had mentioned something that they were going to be sending out, YouTube was going to be sending out notifications, or Google, however you want to say it, is going to send out notifications or feedback forms to its YouTubers to try and figure out what the issue is. I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm tired of that notion.
I didn't know what the issue is.
I know the murderer sending out a notice to the murderer's
I'm not doing your work for you.
Right. I'm like,
not the murderer's family.
Yeah, essentially it is. It's like the murderer killed her, but he wants to know from the family why they're so sad. Like, I don't know, maybe because we out here doing the same thing.
Or why she was so appealing to be murdered. Like, what the fuck? Get out of here, man.
Maybe we should talk to the people who oh my God, somebody in the comments said it. People do the programming for the AI. Maybe we should talk to the people who did the programming for the algorithm and ask them why they so racist. Right. Because people are very quick to tell us.
I'm not doing your work for you.
And I was a programmer for a hot minute.
Ooh,
and when I say a hot minute, a hot minute. Because I couldn't deal with that shenanigans. So it's the programmers.
Yeah, it really is.
And if it's exhausting.
Yeah,
that's why we're trying to tell you, like, we get it. We all had that moment, but now that you're at that moment, it's a hobby.
Yeah, I think that was something hard for me though, coming in as I think I'm the newest one on the panel. That was hard for me coming in because, like, of course, if you doing videos, you want to make sure that, like, you're getting views or someone is getting something out of it. So then when I was doing videos, at first I realized I was doing a lot of like nonfiction at first, and I read a lot of nonfiction, but I don't ever talk about it. And I think that's like problematic for myself, like not for like anyone else, but I just wish I would talk about it more. And like,
talk about it. I think
so
I'm like, I should just talk about it. But then I like fell into this trap because I love this quote that Maya Angelou once said, that I'm human, therefore nothing human is alien to me. So I'm saying this with truth of like, I fell into this trap of being like, I need to read fantasy. I need to read all the fantasy. And it's not because I'm 30 or I think that I'm above fantasy, young adult fantasy to be specific, But I just feel like there was a time in my life where I read a lot of fantasy. I'm not in that time of my life anymore. So then I found myself miserable reading a lot of YA fantasy and asking myself, why am I reading this when the girl loves nonfictions and a murder thriller situation? So then this year I was like, look, you 30 now, you grown, you know, you got bills, so you should probably want to do what the hell that you want to do. So then I said, okay, I'm just going to be reading these thrillers and these mysteries and like just getting back to the basic. Because I think a lot of times when you're doing something new, it's so easy to fall into the trap of what others do. And you're into this otherhood and forgetting about who you are and what brings you joy and what sparks you. So I was like, nah, I'm not out here trying to be like, you know, the Joneses. I'm not the Joneses.
Nope.
You know, so it's about just getting back to who you are. So that's what I've been doing. But I must be honest and say I fell for the trap. I was boo-boo the fool, you know. So here we are.
But I think everybody does when they
everybody does.
And I think
that is I guess you can say that's the baptism of fire, you know. And what you're going to wind up having to go through is trying to figure like how I fit in. Do I do like, you know, everybody has had, you know, that I think anybody who says that they hadn't is lying, in my opinion. And look, come on now, everybody has had their moment where they realize like, whoa, like this is too much, you know, like what am I doing here, you know?
Yeah.
And I think for me, part of the reason why I, you know, fell into the booktube trap, blah, blah. I was in school when I first started my channel. So now that I'm done and I finished in December, so that whole year and some change was just, I'm taking it as a wash, and I'm looking at it as me kind of starting over now and trying to find my sea legs. Because I was so focused on school and I didn't want to spend 2 years. So I was like I killed myself to finish in a year. And so trying to do
you need a vacation. Shit.
Dana, we work together, so she knows how stressed I was during that time. If you were a coworker and you didn't know me, I feel for you. Sorry, not sorry. Just get out of my way. Anyway.
It'd be like that too.
Yeah. And so I was just like trying to find myself while trying to do school, my booktube self. And that wasn't really happening. So now that I'm done, like I said, I think I can focus more on the things that I like to do and, you know, where I want my channel to go.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Your channel's growing with you. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like
it's hard to do booktube and also like school.
Like, I don't know how the people that are in college and on booktube, I'm always like,
how you do that?
When do you sleep?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I remember being at the e-school.
What your grades look like? That's what the educator in me is like. Grades look like. Let me see your transcript because you spend a lot of time.
When did you have time to read books for fun?
Yeah, this is the same.
Yeah, because I barely was reading in college and barely was reading in graduate school. So I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, when I see people reading and they're like, "Oh, I got a class," I'm like, "You had time?"
Yeah. Big ups to you. Big ups to you. I mean, there's even I feel I'm like trying to get it out because I don't want to make it seem like I don't love being a therapist. I do. I love being a therapist, but there's some times where I only bulk film. That is the only way I can do therapy because as a therapist, I see 15 to 20 people a week. Ooh. That's everyone's energy on me. So when that 4:30 hits, your girl's exhausted.
Yeah.
So you want me to do booktube too? Like, no. So I have to wait till it's a weekend or something that I'm like feeling recharged, and then I'm able to do something. But it's hard when you're putting all your energy into something and then you got to recharge yourself.
And then putting all your energy in when you're like at work, that's a separate energy. And then your energy into YouTube, that's another type of energy. And it's exhausting. It is so exhausting.
Yeah. See what? Jeez. Yeah. When I'm done with work, I'm excited to do my shit. That's how I feel when it comes to like YouTube stuff. Like while I'm working, excited to get to my lunch break if I think I can film a video on my lunch break and get that done on my lunch break, like, because that's my time. So I have an excitement that I feel when I get off work. Sometimes it's just an excitement to go and watch cartoons, but there's an excitement. I think because after I've given the time that I get paid for, fuck everything else. It's all about me now. So
that's because you view YouTube like you view your Switch, like you view it all as hobbies. Like you have managed to take the responsibility aspect of YouTube completely out. And like I'm still working on that.
Same.
I find that to be challenging sometimes because I feel a sense of obligation to my channel sometimes, and I have to remind myself that like it's my channel. I do what I want to do with my channel. So when you say that, I always be like, I'm slightly jealous because I'm like, I'm getting there. But like you have just be like, you tell me all the time, like YouTube's a hobby. But it's like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I feel that excitement that Tati feels when I do lives. Like I love I love reading to people.
See, now after this live, I'm taking a nap. I find this extremely exhausting. This takes all of my extroverted, introverted battery. Like when this is over, I'll be asleep for a couple of hours.
And see, that's one of the reasons why I can't batch film.
Because you can see you'll see the energy decline as the video goes on.
Yeah, because it's like I do one video and then it's like, okay, well, I'm in the mood to do another one and I've got the lighting to do another one. Let's get on it. And then it's like, halfway through and it's like, what the hell am I doing?
Well, that just means they get one video. Shoot.
Exactly. That just means you ain't doing the bulk.
Yeah. I am not a bulk.
Yeah, there have been times I have a whole face.
Yeah. It's a whole mood.
Yeah.
That's why people should only do videos when they're in the mood to do videos.
Yeah.
He's sitting there like
that's exactly what I said.
I filmed the Black History book tag. Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Oh, and hell no.
Hell no.
The whole thing. I scrapped the whole thing and I did
absolutely not
in a reading sprint live.
No, ma'am.
No, every time I turn that camera on, I got nothing but me. I'd be like, all right, y'all. So this is it.
Either you gonna get my trash or you gonna get my good, but both are me. They just me in different levels. So whatever comes out, trash or good, you get.
I get the best energy with you. That's why y'all get videos.
I think it'd be like
it was cardboard Erica.
Cardboard Erica.
But if you film and you are cardboard Erica, then stop. If you film and you feel that you are cardboard Erica, stop.
Not good.
True.
Stop. You don't need to refilm and try not to be cardboard Erica.
They see it.
They see it.
Do. Yeah.
They sure do.
They see it. Yeah. I will say, so there's a video, there's videos that I do that's called Self-Care with Bree, because I want to provide videos specifically for the Black community of videos that I kind of analyze nonfiction or fiction from a therapeutic perspective. And I have to do those videos when I'm in the mood. I cannot just be doing them whatever, because it's going to be garbage, y'all. It's going to be trash. Like, I'm doing a video now where I'm talking about like how generational trauma and the phrase that Black community use, as quiet as it kept, and how hurtful it is in comparison to Toni Morrison book, The Bluest Eye. And I wrote out all my notes, but I'm just not in the mood because it takes so much energy.
Yeah.
So I just have to be like, you get it when you get it.
Yeah.
And do it when you're in. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's no point in doing it if you're not ready.
Yeah. And I have lots of reviews that I have written up that it's not the time to do them. And I recognize that.
Does everybody here script their videos?
Yeah, I don't write out my reviews.
I tried scripting.
I don't script videos. I don't pre-write out.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't do scripts.
I'm off the cuff.
I tried scripting and it looked scripted. I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh my god,
slow, because I was like, oh snap, I missed a note. So
yeah.
No, the only thing I do.
Okay, so here's a funny story.
Pause.
Go ahead, Bree.
Oh, the only thing I do scripted is when I do my Self-Care with Bree videos, because I need to have bullets. Like, if I'm talking about trauma, I want to make sure I talk about how it's translated in the body and who it's affecting and why it's affecting them. So I'll do like bullet points just to make sure that I'm hitting everything that I want to do. But I've been doing therapy for years, so it's not like I need to have these very long, detailed things hanging out. But that's the only thing I script. But everything else, I turn on the camera and I'd be like, and welcome to my channel, blah, 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 blah.
I have bullet points. How to pronounce the author's name. The characters. Major plot points I might have thought of that I need to talk about, or something that I absolutely hated.
Yeah.
If you see a script, that's about as script as I can get, because otherwise,
I
can't do it.
I don't do either or. And the one time I tried to do a scripted video, it was the announcement video for the slow read, and I sent in Jerry preview first, and then Jerry said, "You forgot this. You forgot this." I was like,
and you were like, and I'm done scripting.
and it was scripted. Okay.
I mean, you gotta try it. You know, it doesn't work.
Well, I mean, I see really well that there's some people on here who do scripted really, really well. It works for them, but that has just never worked for me. Like, it ain't happening.
I think Audrey from Perpetual Pages does a script, right?
Yeah,
they do a script. Beautiful.
They do.
But they do it so well, though. They do it like they don't have a script in front of them, and
exactly. I don't know how to do that.
I said, if I could do a script like they do and deliver it as well as they do,
right,
I would be all for scripting. I tried it. I did try it.
It's the way that you said it that is just like,
I tried it, but
I tried it, but you know,
that just lets. I mean, that goes to the, like, we can't do it because we're not Audrey.
Yeah,
period.
We're not Audrey,
and their ability to their ability is something that's uniquely Audrey.
Seriously, I'll be like, dang, this is a work of art.
I know.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like, how do I pronounce that?
I'll be like, what? I'll be like, how? And then I like to study booktubers who I think do things well, so I can like be better in things that I find are not that great. You know, you want to turn your weaknesses into strengths. So I'd be watching Audrey's reviews just so I can learn how to do non-spoilers, because non-spoiler, I don't know her.
You know who I've been trying to emulate?
Oh, I only
Onyx
do not
pages.
spoiler. I don't do spoiler videos.
I don't know how to do
How
it.
do you
Like,
do reviews without spoilers? How?
No, I don't want to spoil my people. I want them to read, but I don't want to spoil them.
Oh my gosh.
But y'all do it so well. How?
Because you don't talk about the plot. You don't talk about it.
That's it. Okay, you talk about your reaction.
What you think they were trying to do. You talk about themes.
I'm mad at both of y'all right now. Y'all said that like that was so easy.
Yeah, you talk about all that. If you talk about all that,
but
you're no longer talking about specifics.
That's a video. Yeah, that's a video. Like,
can you write that down and send it to me, DiDi? Thank you.
Now, DiDi, when you post this video on how to do good reviews, I'll watch it and take notes.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Can we petition for that?
We don't work for free.
Yeah.
Because I thought nobody really liked watching reviews that much, so I never really thought about it.
Like, I watch you guys' videos and try to figure out how to get my review videos to be as good as y'all review videos.
I
just need to do a review video.
Yeah, but like, don't say it, because the way that I do videos, I learned from watching DiDi. Like the way, not, and it's not an exact duplicate of DiDi. It's me as I talk about books, but I learned. Talk about the synopsis. Don't talk about the plot. Talk about what about how the author wrote the story stuck out to you and affected you, and then add me into it, because I read from an emotional point of view. So how did this impact me? How did this make me feel? How did these elements or these people make me feel as I was reading the book? And did those feelings impact how I received the book? Did it add to the storytelling for me, or did it take away from the storytelling? Were there parts that I thought that were missing that have been added? Like, I wrote the damn book and get a fucking choice. But I'm gonna tell you that, like,
but that's one of the reasons why
I learned. So don't say y'all, like, say DiDi.
Facts.
All right.
That was one of the things, because when I saw you said, oh, I don't know, you had texted me, you said, I just did a review video, and I'm like, oh, you did a review video, let me go see it. I got watching, I'm like, Tatiana, you review books.
I sent messages to like, girl, I watched that last review and I felt it.
I was like, all right, Tatiana, come down with the review.
Yeah, I be getting, like, I send it to DiDi because I'm like, is this okay? Like, I'm taking it.
You were great. Your first one, you were so excited about the book. Oh, she was just so excited.
This is the type of stuff that we like. Like, this is the type of stuff that should be highlighted. Like, this is a learning. Not all of us can do that. But y'all are doing it so well. Like, more people need to know that.
I was like, girl, breathe.
That's Black joy right there. That's Black joy.
But, she does a review and then she does it with her feelings.
Yeah, that's what makes it really,
yeah.
Really good. That makes it really good.
Yeah, you gotta put it your all, and that goes back to doing it when you're in the mood.
Yeah.
Look at that segue back to look at you, therapist. Bring it back.
Yeah.
I swear I'd be trying to cut it off and it'd be like coming out.
We don't need you to cut it off. That was a fantastic and we are back to reading for pleasure.
Oh man, I'm constantly in sessions like, so what you said 3 weeks ago contradicts what you said today. Help me understand where you're at.
I would literally just walk out. Like, you're not calling me out today.
I would be like, end call.
I would be like, I am not paying for this session.
Oh my God.
Right. So you're not going to talk to me about a video I posted yesterday. I'm talking about the video I posted today. Thank you.
I do. I'm constantly connecting. I'm constantly connecting.
And they say, they'll write you this comment on a video you made 5 fucking years ago. And you're like,
I still get
I don't remember what I said.
Comments on their videos about that stuff. I'd be like, I don't even think that product exists anymore, bro. Why you?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Don't even remember what happened that day.
Right?
I think the video that, like, I
get comments on videos and I'm like, what the hell video is this?
the video that I did with white writers writing about the Black experience.
Oh
I remember
God.
I wrote, I did.
Oh, I love that video.
And I just went, could I have done that? I had already pressed publish. I went, oh, I don't know. And I just closed my computer and I went to sleep. And I woke up the next morning. I was like, oh.
Here's a question. Since you bought that video up, and that video truly is iconic.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I'll never do another commentary video again, girl.
Right. It was so good.
I had people in the like people that follow me regularly. There was like coming to bat for me. They were like fighting with the racists and stuff in the back. I was like, this is why I don't do
my way.
I've got time. Your internet army to come for you.
I had time because there was nothing but facts in that video.
Hello.
I was just like, damn.
I don't even think I read the comments in that video.
I didn't read the comments either, but now I feel like I should have.
Yeah. I don't think I read the comments.
Some of the comments, I think some of them I may have taken down because they were just
outrageous,
offensive. But but there's a lot of,
okay, I'm sorry,
struggle in that comment section. Yeah, and even today, people will write comments. That was like 7 years ago, and people will write comments about that video. Like
that was before the woke wave.
Yeah, but now the comments are a lot more on my side. Oh yeah, I understand what you mean. I even got
everybody's woke now.
I'm about to say because everybody woke now. I hate that word with a passion. That's why this is that
word. Everybody.
I'm writing a book where one of the characters are Black and I'm white. What do you think I should do?
Stop.
I told her, I said, look, everybody can write whatever they want to write, just like everybody can read whatever they want to read. But if you want to write a book with characters that are not of the race that you are, it behooves you to have a talk with some of your Black friends to have them help you out. That is,
she's writing because she doesn't have Black friends.
No, DiDi, you were doing emotional labor. You should have responded to that person and said, my Cash App is DiDi325 and reparations are due.
Too much work.
I just said, look, you can do what you want, but whatever you do, you better do it right.
Reparations are due.
Don't ask me what you think you should do. When you came up with this idea, you didn't ask me what I thought then.
No, reparations
check
do.
to write that book.
Out here,
without me, or you cashing me a check too.
Exactly.
So
reparations. It just goes to show you how things have changed. So that I think I got that comment might have been about like maybe 3 years ago. This person wrote me that.
That's a consultation. This one versus correct. That is a consultation. Charge.
I really feel like reparations is due, and none of us got that 40 acres or the mule. So if people are going to be out here showing their ass like this,
reparations,
Cash App.
Girl, I mean, and
I just I do not like when we get those kind of comments.
Yeah. Like I mean, like I don't have the the answer to everything. But like I told her, it's like everybody can write what they want to write. But I'm just saying, get it right. If you can write it, get it right.
If you don't, we'll be dragging you on our channel shortly.
Exactly. I said, get it right, because otherwise, I said somebody will let you know. That's what I told her. Somebody will let you know.
Be like, here, hold this rope.
I feel like in the year 2021, you're not gonna be like, oh, I have a Black friend, so I can do this. We're not accepting all of these weird reasons of your entitlement. Like,
I mean, come on. If Black people want to write about white people, are they asking their white friends? They're gonna do what they need to do to make that shit look right. Okay.
Period.
So,
like, case
in point, Leonard Pitts Jr.
There you go.
I can't
and
believe
he hit it square on the nose. The last thing you surrender, I tell you, that book right there is gold. If you haven't read that book and you're here,
what's the title? I didn't hear it.
Okay.
The last thing you surrender.
The last
by Leonard Pitts Jr.
Go ahead and put that on everybody in the audience.
It is a story. It is a story written by a Black man. The main character is a white man. It is during World War II and also the Civil Rights Movement. And it's the impact that Black life and Black fucks like cares. Black people who care has on this white character and how it affects him. And then also the family of the Black person that he comes in contact with. And it's so good. It's so good.
That book, I mean, I tell you, the first 2 chapters, I was literally falling off the sofa.
Oh, wow.
This man, I was like, this man gonna kill me up in here. I was like that bad. I mean, I took to Twitter. And I don't get Twitter, okay? I took to Twitter and I typed, OMG, this book is going to kill me. And then he came back and wrote, keep reading.
I love when authors respond back. I love it.
He would feed into
so
that
I kept
shit.
going and putting like, you know, what I was feeling. And then he would come back, he goes, that's nothing. Keep reading. And I was like, oh my God. Like the suspense of it all. So he was having fun listening to me. He's wonderful
and enjoying every fucking minute. He's a great author. He's a great dude. He's a good personality, but he was feeding off of, because I didn't even go, y'all know, Brittany, no, I don't mess with Twitter. Until DiDi told me that she had tweeted him. I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna go and tweet him and everything too. And he just
started loving it.
Let me pull back this layer of skin on you. Okay, I'm gonna itch the underneath before I pull it. Like,
oh my God, just
ripped off the Band-Aid.
I love the
he had us going
for this book, because now I need to read it. Thanks, y'all.
He had us really going. Like, I mean, I remember the last one of the comments was on one of the characters, and I was just like, oh no. And I just put the cringy face like that, and he just went, yep.
I
make life hard on my characters. That's what he's like. I make life hard on my characters, but it's surrealism. Keep reading.
And the descriptions, like there is one scene where a tank gets hit, and the description
it's too
of the aftermath of that. Yeah. Like I read, it's heart-wrenching, but I read it 3 times.
Yeah.
Because I love when an author is able to get you to see, as disgusting as it may be, get you to see without seeing what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And he also describes these things really well, because in the first couple of chapters, they're inside of one of those aircraft carriers. Now, I've only been on an aircraft carrier just, where you go up to the top. But there he was describing the underneath and the rooms, and I felt like I was there. He had every little corner of that place described.
It's claustrophobic.
There. Amazing.
Yeah.
And this is why, if you want to find good reviews on books, you should check out these 2 channels, because the way that they just described it without giving y'all any type of plot.
Yeah, no plots.
If you don't know, now you know.
No, we don't do plots.
Baby.
And it was nice that he actually came with us as well. The author came and discussed with us, and it was freaking fantastic, because he didn't have to do that. You know, he said, sure, I'd love to come. And
he came in laughing, because he had been watching before he came in. He came in chuckling at us.
Yeah.
Like he was legit enjoying how jacked up we were.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
And he said, I was going to come in and discuss with y'all right there in the first hour.
Oh my God. Okay, that's on DiDi's channel. If you guys,
he was fun. He was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Y'all should definitely go check out that video. It's on DiDi's channel.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like
read the book because it's all spoilers.
I feel like we've had a very fantastic discussion. This went in a totally different way than I expected, but I feel so good about it. And I just want to thank you guys so much for coming here and blessing us with your presence and your words. I mean, I done cried today. I've laughed today. Like, we've done all the things today, and I just cannot thank y'all enough for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Oh man,
we lost Erica.
She'll be, tech issues. She'll pop back up.
Okay.
But while we wait for Erica to come back up,
Yeah.
I just want to give you guys a couple reminders.
Mm-hmm.
One, if you have nothing to do for Valentine's Day tomorrow, you can pop on over and hang out with Black Prose. We're gonna watch some kind of love movie that Oshley picked for us to read or to watch, and I'm doing it because it's Black Prose. And I will have my food. So, and we also gave out wine options in the last romance podcast that is better than that Stella Rose juice everybody be bragging about. So you can go check that old podcast from last week if you want wine recommendation.
Not the juice.
It's juice.
It is juice.
That gives you a wine headache. That's how rude that juice is.
Oh, not good.
Yeah.
I think I have wine.
I feel like wine is just the thing you should have always. It's just a thing you need.
I have so much wine.
Wow.
I have so much wine. It's
okay,
great.
wait. I'm just coming in at wine. What's going on with wine?
So tomorrow, Black Prose is having like a little chill session. We're just saying, like, if you don't have anything to do on Valentine's Day, come join us with your wine. We did have a discussion in our podcast last week, was a romance podcast. Somehow we got onto the topic of wine, and wine just started popping up as suggestions. And I'm going to try. I bought a couple of them to try, but not all of them.
Yeah.
So I got to try to minutes,
What did you buy?
Jesus. Let's not call me out there.
Hey, did you get the middle sister? Did you get the middle sister, Sweet and Sassy? That's all I want to know.
Yes, I got that one.
So good.
Tati is one of the people that gave us the recommendations for wine because she is a wine connoisseur. So, yeah, you didn't know Tati. You know Tati now. She's your wine homie.
And Erica for sure.
Erica, y'all should do wine. You know what? We'll talk after this.
Erica had wine down. Erica had this segment called Wine Down.
See, when I hear wind down, I'm actually imagining dancing. So that's funny to me. That's perfect because I expect to wind down. Get it?
Down.
Okay. One more announcement is next week's panel discussion is romance and its things. We will also be having a book club discussion that following Sunday about escaping Exodus because the second book, I think, came out this week.
It came out this week. I'm so excited.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about the first book next Sunday. Oh, and we have a special announcement. Black Prose has a special announcement coming on Monday. So if you didn't have notifications set on this, I
thought you were gonna give it today
because you're gonna need it. You're gonna love it. But do you guys have any last words you'd like to say before we head out?
This has been fun. It's been great.
I would just like, this has been great. This has been great. But I would also like to, I'm a plug for my buddies. I would also like to let people know that if you have not already, DiDi has a Patreon for hashtag Read So Lit. It's a Patreon book club. And this month they are reading Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. I will not give a chance probably to get to that. But if you join the Patreon, you will get a Zoom link for the discussion that will be happening at the end of this month. Also, at the end of this month will be the hashtag Read So Lit live show for the group read for Black History Month. I got it all. So the group read live discussion is the 27th, and read the Patreon Zoom is the 28th. It's a 1-2 punch. So so if you are able to join the Patreon, please do so. It's such a good discussion about these books that we have. It's really, really fun. Those are my announcements.
Get you a friend like Tati.
Get you a friend like Tati, period.
Get you a friend like Tati. When you don't want to shout your stuff out, she will.
Girl, Tatiana's always there.
Bree, Erica, anything?
Nothing much over here. I'm just
Looking forward to the
mainly
game.
focusing on work. If I'm being honest.
And you got to put that video up of you and your grandma.
You made us cry.
Come on now.
Today. You made us cry today on live.
I'm gonna do that.
deserve
I
this
also
video.
plan next month to be reading lots of Walter Mosley. So if anybody want to read with me, I can let you know the titles that I'm reading. But I plan on reading lots of Walter Mosley. I have like 15 books here on my shelf, and I want to start
Mosley March.
Yep,
Right.
and on my Patreon, I'm going to shout out myself. On my Patreon, we're going to watch The Devil in the Blue Dress. So, cool. But that's it. I don't really got that
Lord,
much.
Don't worry, everybody. When the video uploads to YouTube, you'll be able to check the description box, and you will see links to all of these things. Because we do want to make sure we add your Patreons, because I don't think I had that on the list, but I want to make sure that that's there. But yeah.
Oh yeah, Easy Rolling. I'm actually reading that series, Jersey.
Great.
When are you starting that?
Like the 1st of March. I'm gonna read. It's right here. It's Blonde Faith, Charcoal Joe. I'm also reading. I like reading anthologies of like Black crime and mystery writers from like the 1900s. So I'm starting another one of those books too, because I love Black noir. It was like everything to me. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep it at blackety black, you know.
Blackety black.
All right now.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for another successful panel on the Black Book Summit. We will see you guys next Saturday.
Thanks so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.